All right, let's get into this. For a long, long time, veteran support has kind of followed the same old playbook. But what if there's a better way, a more dynamic way? Well, today we're looking at a really fascinating new model that's trying to answer that exact question. And it's all happening in a place you might not expect, a local American Legion post. This isn't just about service, it's about building a self-sustaining engine for veteran creativity and business. And that really brings us to the core question of this whole thing. Can a traditional community space, like an American Legion post, be completely transformed into a modern launchpad for veterans who want to get into media, entertainment, and tech? It's a big question. Let's find out. So the whole story here is about transformation. It's about taking a space that already has this incredible legacy of service and just rewiring its mission for today. The idea is to turn it into an engine that creates real, tangible opportunities for the next generation of vets. And they are not thinking small here. I mean, just look at the vision statement. The goal isn't just to build an incubator. It's to build the premier veteran-led incubator in the entire country. And, this is key, one that doesn't need constant fundraising, but can actually sustain itself. So how are they going to pull this off? Well, it all starts with the physical foundation, what they're calling the veteran-led hub. The hub is really the beating heart of this whole operation. It's a dedicated space inside American Legion Post 296 that's been totally repurposed to be both a professional production studio and a launchpad for new businesses. And what's so cool here is just how much is going on. It's not just one thing. We're talking a content studio for podcasts and live streams, a business incubator for all kinds of ideas, from food concepts to sports media, and it's even a live venue for comedy, for music, for events. It really is a hub in the truest sense of the word. And this point right here, it's absolutely crucial. The entire initiative, we're talking management, creative direction, every single key decision is 100% veteran-led. This is about veterans building a platform for other veterans, using the skills they already have. Okay, this brings us to what I think is the most innovative part of the whole model, the self-sustaining engine. The people behind it describe it as a flywheel, where each part pushes the next one, creating this constant momentum. So you see, the hub is way more than just a building. It's designed to be a complete ecosystem. The real genius is how all the different pieces, the content, the businesses, the tech, the funding, are all woven together to fuel each other. So how does this flywheel actually spin? Well, step one is the fuel, charitable gaming. Think licensed poker nights, bingo. That kind of stuff directly funds the mission. Then, that funding allows the hub to create content and launch new businesses. Third, a tech platform called Yapit comes in to integrate and market everything. It's the digital backbone. And finally, a media partner, connecttoyourcity.com, is used to broadcast all that great content to a bigger audience. See? Each step powers the next. Let's talk a bit more about Yapit, that tech piece. You really can think of it as the project's central nervous system. It's the app where people find out about events, where mentors sign up, where every new veteran-owned business gets brought into the fold. It's the digital glue holding this whole powerful network together. And then you have connecttoyourcity.com. Okay, if Yapit is the nervous system, this is the megaphone. It's the exclusive media channel that makes sure all the podcasts, all the shows, all the live events created in the hub actually find an audience. And that, of course, is critical for growth. Now, an ambitious ecosystem like this only works if it's a win for everybody involved. So let's break down the value proposition. What's in it for each of the key partners? Because that's always the bottom line, isn't it? A great idea is one thing, but for it to really last, everyone involved has to get something valuable out of it. So what is in it for the partners that make this whole flywheel turn? And this lays it out perfectly. For Yapit, their brand gets tied to veteran empowerment. That's huge. For Connect to Your City, they get a guaranteed pipeline of high-quality professional content. For the American Legion Post itself, it means a new, sustainable way to make money and a whole new level of relevance in the community. And, most importantly, for the veteran community, it creates a clear, branded path to success with real infrastructure behind it. Everybody wins. So what this all boils down to is a true partnership model. It's that sweet spot, that rare intersection where the mission of service, the power of innovation, and the strength of community all meet to create something so much bigger than the sum of its parts. And that leads us to the bigger picture here. This isn't just about what's happening at Post 296 in one town. This is being designed from the ground up to be a blueprint for impact, something that could be picked up and replicated all across the country. And listen, this isn't just a dream on a whiteboard. There are concrete next steps. They're already moving on the branding, they're planning out the first wave of content, they're working on securing the gaming licenses to fuel the mission, and they're building out the system to bring in community mentors. This is happening right now. This quote from the source material really just nails it. This whole thing is designed to be more than just another program. It's a tangible, physical and digital commitment to giving veterans real tools and a real platform to build, to create, and to lead. And that's maybe the most powerful idea of all. Yeah, it's starting in one place, but the entire structure, that flywheel, the partnerships, the veteran-led model, it's all designed so it can be copied and pasted into other communities. Everywhere. Which leaves us with a final and pretty important question. Are we looking at the future of veteran support here? A move away from simple handouts and towards building these self-sustaining ecosystems of opportunity? Is this the new model for community action? It is definitely something to think about.